This is Impact Moment. Hi, I'm Alvin Jones, and today we've got some good information for you. Now, the name is catchy and it's kind of cool, but there's more than just a catchy name behind this. I'm talking about Black Girls Cook, and with me is Nicole Mooney. Hey, Nicole, how are you today?
Good. How are you doing today, Alvin?
Fantastic. Now, because there's always Black Girls This, Rock, Code, you got Black Girls Cook, and that's a catchy name, but what you're doing is more than just a catchy name. Let's talk about that.
Yes, absolutely. So Black Girls Cook is a nonprofit organization that teaches adolescent girls of color between the ages of 11 and now 17 the meaning of the farm to table. We do so in several ways. We have hands-on cooking, hands-on baking, and hands-on edible garden programs. And we also recently launched our first entrepreneurship academy called Kitchen Sink Beauty, where we teach girls how to make skincare and beauty care products with items found in their kitchens.
I'm glad that you established Black Girls Cook because in the African American community, there's food deserts and there's obesity and problems all related to diet.
Yes, diet is very important. If you're not aware, 4 out of 5 Black women either have high weight, overweight, high blood pressure, obesity, a lot of health issues that they get as adults. And if we have education for our girls at a younger age, primarily adolescent, teach them about food education, how to prepare healthier meals, how to grow their own things, they'll also have a better appreciation of their food because they understand where it comes from and they would just take better care of themselves.
They say you are what you eat. When you eat nutritious food, not only does your body function better, you have less inflammation, there's less stress, your body is better able to take care of itself.
Yes, food is really is medicine. And one of the things about the program, I always tell the girls, like, I want you to come in and learn a life skill. It's very important for you to know how to prepare your own meals. I actually got started with Black Girls Cook after working for a charter school in Harlem, and we were teaching juniors and seniors who was about to go out in the world on their own how to cook. And in September, they didn't know how to do simple stuff. They know how to make ramen noodles. They know how to make spaghetti. Their idea of healthy eating was taking $20 and going to the bodega, buying a sandwich, chips, and a soda, and unfortunately being hungry 2 hours later. Food education and cooking classes is something that's not taught in schools. And depending on where you live, if you do see cooking classes, generally they're super expensive. So if you live in a single parent household where funds are very limited, your parent can't afford to send you to a cooking school that costs about $300 a week.
So, with Black Girls Cook, what are your initiatives that you're doing right now, and what are your goals for the future?
Things are still kind of shifty right now during COVID. We have decided to start teaching girls how to do in-home gardening. We also have Black Girls Cook Spice Line that launched right before Christmas, which is really great. We want girls and everybody to get more active with cooking. Additionally, to us, just we don't just teach girls how to prepare meals, we also incorporate Black foodways. So in addition to the girls getting to the kitchen with the chefs and learning how to make whatever dish it may be a watermelon fruit salad. Before they get into that recipe with the teacher, they learn about how watermelon was integral in the Black community and how is not a stereotype. Watermelon is actually a symbol of freedom food. So they get to learn that appreciation of their foods that they eat every day and why and how it got to the United States through the transatlantic slave trade.
This project that you have, this Black Girls Cook, is so deep that it has so many levels of how it helps the women and young girls who are part of your program.
Yes. So one of the things about Black Girls Cook that I'm very intentional about is making sure that all of the chef instructors, any of the volunteers, any of the volunteer coordinators, is that they are Black women. So that's one thing that I want them to always see, like, hey, if I want to do X, Y, Z, I can because Chef Nicole or Chef whoever has done so. They've come from a similar neighborhood. They come from a single family household. They come from foster care, whatever the case may be. They know that there's a real live woman that they have actually met that has been successful. Additionally, we partnered with another local organization 2 years ago to form the Food Playground, which is a joint partnership between Black Girls Cook and the B Org. The B Org is a women-led organization as well. They touch on STEM and social emotional learning. And the cool thing about that executive director is that she is a Black girl who rocks. She is a Black woman that's a scientist, dual science degrees that you don't get to see typically a Black woman that's under 40 that's really killing it in the science industry. So between our two organizations, we formed the Food Playground, which we want to encourage more Black girls to get into STEM, which really doesn't have any representation of Black women or a whole lot of women of color.
Let's talk about the way that you're helping Black girls who cook also become entrepreneurs.
So we're teaching girls how to become entrepreneurs in several ways. Again, some of the girls who have come through the program who have an interest in baking, I have a few that have started their own virtual baking programs where they actually prepare baked dishes, cupcakes, pies, whatever. In addition to our Kitchen Sink Beauty Entrepreneurship Academy, the girls are learning from a really skilled beauty expert who has worked in the industry for several years in hair, makeup, skincare, you name it. So at the end of the program, they will have a pitch competition where they will have to present their product that they have created and to a panel of judges with the hopes of them winning a coveted prize, which will help them with their launching of their product.
Before we go, is there anything that you think we should know about Black Girls Cook that we don't know right now?
I have girls who are coming from single parent households where they're home alone a lot of the times. I have a lot of girls who have self-esteem issues, a lot of girls who have dealt with bullying. So coming together with us have allowed them to increase their self-esteem. I've seen girls who increase their communications, girls who have said, hey, what I learned in cooking class, I remember it when I was taking a science test. It's really a lot of real world things that we tackle on. So it really does become more of a sisterhood. We don't just cook. It's more than cooking. It's a community. It's a family. And to believe it or not, I can't get rid of the girls. I have girls who have aged out of the program who are still working with me now as interns because I'm training them to be one of our culinary instructors for over the summer. I have a girl who has done great in baking and competed in a Food Network show 2 years ago, and now she takes over our social media once a month and hosts cooking and baking classes with a chef that's in the industry as well. So again, it's more than just cooking. It's definitely a way of life. And the more girls that we teach, the more likely we can reduce those negative connotations about Black women and having all of these health issues.
We've been talking with Nicole Mooney. She is the founder and executive director of Black Girls Cook. For Impact Moment, I'm Alvin Jones, and for some reason, I'm hungry right now.